Alright, and we'll restart the recording. That way I have a spot to jump into on YouTube. Also have to note that I can't immediately swear, so I do have to at least watch that. But yeah, apparently for some strange reason in only the audio, and from like the moment I started the recording in yesterday's video, it just for some reason was popping. What's up, PSN? I don't like life anymore. What should I do? I want to kill myself. I mean, the obvious answer is don't. There's always more. So I don't know what's causing you problems, but I am sorry for whatever it may be, my dude. But always understand that there's more. There's more out there, man. Whatever it may be, it'll pass. So don't give up. Keep moving on. There'll be someone there for you. Go through this. Get that turned back on. You are always welcome to chill here. Get your mind off of things if that helps at all. So. Okay. For techniques, I don't need it. Let's see. I can actually turn that down for me. I don't need that. There we go. Richer is correct. Stay strong, my dude. It could be worse. It's a trash saying, but you know, time heals all wounds, because eventually it just stops bothering you. Let's get some music going. So yeah, again, then I'll mention it in this recording as well, since we cut the last one to test audio. Had a pretty brutal night last night, so I probably won't be the most talkative, or at least not the most exciting person. But I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna try to still be present, entertaining. You know. I see YouTube here. I don't know if he said that and dipped or what. No, still. I see his name still. Okay, get music going. And what do we have? Oh, we can do. Yeah, we can do hardcore primary. That's a fun start. And we're within. Yeah, 3 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. Also, it's not on the recording, so it doesn't matter. Oops. Keep forgetting that. As long as I don't swear in the first minute, then the video is great. Doesn't matter what I'm listening to. That's COVID bullshit. I hate it. I have to wear a mask. My girl just broke up with me. My family hates me. What should I do? I mean, again, man, the biggest answer is just keep pushing. It'll get better. The COVID shit's gonna eventually fade. Having to wear the mask sucks, but it could always be worse. You could catch it and die. There's been a lot of deaths to those. So make sure that you stay safe, because you gotta take care of you. As far as your girl breaking up, I mean, it sounds like she's gonna miss out. You keep moving on. That's the best way you can get back at her. Move on, find you someone else. Yeah. As far as the family, well, there's many different ways to handle that one. It just depends on what you want to do. If you're stuck at home with them, all you gotta do is just bide your time. Let them do their thing. Just ignore it as best as you can. Let whatever happens, happens. And once you're able to get out, do so. If you're not stuck at home with them, or you're able to get out, find a place to get away and breathe, man. It's the best thing to do. Gotta find a spot to get your mind off everything, get you out of the zone. But also, again, make sure that you stay safe. That doesn't mean go out and be dumb, because that's just going to put you at risk. And yeah, Rich is right. It sucks. I mean, I had to wear it when I was working at GameStop. So, it definitely sucks. But, I'd rather do that than catch it. Because I have the issue where if I caught it and it passed to my wife, she would die. And I'd murder whoever it was that passed it to me, so... But yeah, we've all been through breakups, my dude. So, yeah, again, I mentioned this very briefly, like, time heals all wounds. It's a shit saying, but literally, after a little while, it won't bother you anymore. You'll be able to keep on trucking. Just take each day as it comes, take whatever blows you need to take, and just keep on smiling, man. Again, the best way you can get back at people is by having a grin on your face and not letting them bother you. That's it. A lot of times people do what they do to try to get at you, make you angry. They want that anger. They want that. So you coming out strong, coming out on top, and keeping on trucking on is the best way. Best way to get back at them. Oh, I'm all fidgety still. That's unfortunate. But I am sorry to hear about those things, my dude. That is never fun. Okay. Exercise is great to get your mind off things. Richard is very true. Working out, a light jog, biking, things like that. A lot of people do it while they listen to music. It just keeps your mind from wandering the places you don't want it to be, and the actual exhaustion does wonders for making it so that, again, you can't think about it, or rather, you don't think about it. Not that you can't. You can obviously still think about it, but definitely at a much lower rate when you're worn out. That's what I wanted to do. That's fine. But yeah, definitely kind of on the same note that Rich was talking about. Find something to get your mind off it. Find something to do, whether it's play a video game that you really get absorbed into, exercise, you know, read, write, any of the above. Just doing things, keeping a hobby going, keeps the body moving, keeps the mind from wandering. The mind is a dangerous thing. I know. I went through that last night. Went through panic attacks. So, it sucks. And yeah, Sarah's right. She is right. If you're not there, then it can't get any better. All the evil has won. All the people that want to inflict harm have gotten what they wanted. And unfortunately, you're the one that's left hurting. Not able to make it better, not able to enjoy what good comes. So, I mean, you know. And each person's going to be different on that. So I don't have an answer on what you should do. There's people for that. There's therapists. There's a hotline to talk to for people about it. I'm just giving my recommendation as someone who's been through it, man. I know what you're talking about. I didn't enjoy my situation at home when I was growing up, so I immediately, the moment I was 18, I moved out. Boom. The day I turned 18, I was gone. I've had girls break up with me. Sucks. It hurts, and I felt how you felt, man. You don't want it. You don't want to be there. You hate every moment of it. I mean, the unfortunate answer is like even after a couple weeks, you're like, oh, well, it's done, and I keep going. I keep moving on. Now I have a habit of, even when I'm at work, when I was working retail and people are just berating me, I just keep smiling at them. What harm are they going to do to me? At the end of the day, I'm going to go home to do what I want to do. Relax, have a good time. And I mean, fuck, play games like this, man, you know? Easy. What some random person says to me holds no meaning to me. They're not gonna say what I am. They don't know anything about what I am, who I am. So it is nothing for me to worry about. I need that. Whew. Well, that was a dark start to a stream. But again, glad you're here, at least talking about it, my dude. What's up, Off? How's it going, buddy? So I thought I was gonna get out of work early, finish counting everything, and yep, 247 price changes. That sounds right. Oh, for yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I had some days where there were a couple times where we printed about 400 tags, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I feel like I'm back at Staples. Can you not, please? I didn't know we had that many games." But what's up, Off? How you doing, buddy? How's your day going, man? Be available 1 to 12 a.m., 1 p.m. and on is reasonable. He's saying that there were a total of 247 price tags. So he finished counting money drawers and 247 individual item tags to change printed out for him. Because unfortunately, they do price changes after the store closes down for the next day. Also, that sucks for a Friday. That is what I thought he meant too for a second, PSN. But I unfortunately worked his job before, so I knew that he was actually talking about the number of items. Otherwise, I would have said the same thing. I was like, yeah, 247, 24 hours, 7 days a week. But no, he's actually talking about a number of tags. Rip, yeah, I agree. There's more than a few times I wanted to rip tags up, seeing how many of them popped out. It's like, no, this is supposed to come after I do everything else. Ugh. The reason is I'm gonna be sleeping. That's good. It's all good, Doc. The biggest thing is gonna be really for us figuring out the RPG is day. What day is gonna work best, and that's kind of what we're still up in the air about. Just a day that we can guarantee, hey, from this time to this time, we're going to be there, we're going to play it, we're gonna do it. This is a pretty game. Yes, they made this game to be very pretty, and in fact, all 3 of them are gorgeous. Too bad the game itself's not that great. Okay, so I'm not gonna read the rules. If I fuck something up, just tell me. I mean, I read the rules. There really aren't rules. All of the rules are really based off of kind of putting a guideline for Cookie. For us, it's almost nothing. Albeit, I'll read the rules again once I've like calmed down. But essentially, the rules are try to play your character as best as you can according to your character sheet. So like you have that personality trait. And then other than that, it's a roleplay. They tried to make it as open as possible. So you portray that character, you be that, which is why Cookie was talking a little bit further about wanting to possibly do, like, having us show what we look like. Oh god, come on now. Or not show, but, fucking, what's the word for it? Hey, you're a good streamer. Thanks for helping me out, man. Thanks for the information. Gonna go out for a jog. Hell yeah, just be safe. And I appreciate that, my dude. You're always welcome to come back. I stream almost every night. You're welcome to just come in and chill, even if you don't chat. We just a safe place. Everybody can come and just chill and get out of their head, you know? Keep trucking on, my dude. It'll always get better. Don't run into crocodiles, they hurt. Oh yeah, they do barrel rolls. And boy, those aren't fun. To a barrel roll. Yeah. It's a great song. I don't remember what I was gonna say. That's just how I am today. Not great. Can I... Is it not? Hello? I'm pretty sure it was... Oh, it was E. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this on stream. I went through and actually beat that boyfriend dungeon. It wasn't good. It got worse and worse as it went. I was hoping the game would get better as it got to, like, the climax, or, like, to the big... like, oh my god, everything's coming together, you've maxed out your love points for everybody, what's gonna happen? And I was like, oh, it's just a bunch of fanfic parts that they threw it together. And that's fucking tragic. It wasn't good. I want that to be the active, yeah. That's fine. We're gonna do that. I knew you secretly loved it. I didn't. The fuck boyfriend dungeon? Yeah, weren't you here for that off? Or were you not? I don't remember. You date swords. Hint, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. At one point, I mean, we were just fucking around. We were just having a good stream. It was very fun when we were all laughing about it. When we were all laughing and joking, it was a ton of fun. The game itself, not good. You definitely can't have sex with them. I mean, says you. You don't. You don't in that game. You make out with every one of them like it's the thing to do. And you spoon them all, and that's it. Because they apparently transform into swords when they touch the person. So, you just hold them. It never even tries to go further than that. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess. The game is a mastermind of innuendos. I mean, yeah, it was. It was absolutely nothing but innuendos, because it didn't go anywhere. I will say the one thing that I'll comment on for it is the characters and the personalities that they gave to them were very fitting. The Talwar that made people bleed was a vampire. The spiked knuckles was a cat, which I fucking hated. You turn into a cat when you max out the love for that one. It's nonsense. The scythe was a witch. It is a bunch of nonsense. Oh, hold on. Fuck, I'm not gonna make it. No, I almost made it. I'm so bad. Ah, yeah, I platinumed that game and went, why? Have you ever used Inio solutions? No. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I have no clue. Is this... I'm assuming this is a wind-up to a joke? Or is this an actual question? Yeah, there it is. Alright. Oh, that's a great solution. Well, I'd say it was if... no, but it's a real thing. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. What is it for? What does it do? Because I have no idea. Oh, I'm really bad with like medicine names and shit like that. So I have no clue. Sarah's all about that. Because she takes so many of them. All it says in Google is Ineo Solutions. I don't know. No clue. I got no clue. God. What? He asked if I'd ever used something called Ineo Solutions, and said no. I don't even know what that is. Figured if it's a type of medicine, you would know about it. Oof, charging power. Awesome character is called Off Mortism. Yikes. That's a name. Stole it from Steel Marai. More like stolen, am I right? Yeah, that's how this whole night's gonna be. I suck. It's a software company in England. Is that what it is? Did they make something? I mean, obviously it's a software company, but it's either that or Off the Great. Well, I mean, you could. So my recommendation would be to come up with an actual full name. So, and then you can do like Off the Great as like your tag. Like, as a pirate, you usually have a name, and then you have a name that you're called. So, like, you got things you can work with that. So you could be Off Mortism and then, like, be Off the Great still, like, in certain situations. Oh, in fact, you could absolutely use that in conversation with NPCs and shit like that. It's the beauty of role-playing, man. You can take those things, and even if they don't sound great, like, just by themselves, like, you can do things with them. There's a lot you can do with it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm Off the Great. That's wherever you want me. Sorry, that's not my face spasming. You want your character to be a cocky little shit. Yeah, I mean, yes. That is true. It is incredibly cocky. But you got ways to make it work. However you want to build it. The beauty of role-playing. You get to be what you want to be. So Off the worst. That's all how you want to play it? Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why, but it resonates so much. Off the worst. Okay. I mean, if that's what you want, I'm not here to stop you on that. You can totally use that in ways to, like, strike conversations up and play with that. Like, yeah, absolutely. Because you'll have a lot of people that'll be like, the worst. The worst at what? And then, boy, you can really go with it from there. Having a conversation with someone that you don't know is the same thing that people have, the worst at keeping friends, yeah. The worst at being modest. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm very modest. What does modest mean? So modest is someone who typically... What's the best way to phrase that? I don't know. I would say people call me modest in some situations. Unless I'm genuinely trying to be a cocky asshole, in which case it's like, well, alright, you ruined that. Humble. That's close. I would say that they are different, though. Modest doesn't necessarily mean humble. Typically, if you are humble, you are modest. But if you are modest, doesn't necessarily mean you are humble. Is how I'd look at that. But yeah, definitely more down to earth for sure. I would agree with that. If everything turns to gold, I'll be touching people's eyes. Why would you do that? Where's blacksmith? Because everything turns to gold. Oh, I see what's going on. I was like, what are we talking about? It's because there was a story going on above that I fucking... I didn't catch. What else was I gonna say? Oh, keep up? Yeah, good joke. The fact that I'm actually holding a conversation is fucking mind-blowing right now. Fucking Jais. I already said at the beginning, like, it was a rough night. I already have half your backstory. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could definitely put that into play. That's a great way to start, for sure. Typically, like, or I can be a pilot that doesn't know how to swim. Oh, that'd be rough. You could totally do that, but must admit I enjoyed last night. Slightly guilty. I didn't enjoy last night. Step back, step back, step back. Did not enjoy it. Sarah wanted me to try, she gets this medicinal tincture that she tries to help, like, relax her. Boy, that did not relax me. That was a bad night. I took like a quarter of what the recommended dosage was, and it still was too much. I was so uncomfortable and not having a good time. I think I'm on like 4 hours of sleep, and I don't even know if I slept. Like, actually, genuinely slept through that. It was a bad time. Just too much, I think. I was a quarter of what the fucking recommended dosage was. I didn't like it. I won't be doing that again. I'm good. I'll figure out other ways to relax. That is not it. Because, boy. No. What did you take? Here in California, weed is legal. And Sarah, due to all the aches and pains that she has in her body, because the chemotherapy left her body fucking ravaged. So, like, her bones are all sorts of fucked up. So she gets this medicinal tincture that essentially has CBD in it, which is meant to help relax and deal with pain. But also, of course, typically with CBD, you also have THC, or at least most of them do. And that's the thing that's supposed to help the muscles relax. Well, depending on what type of weed is in it. If it's like an indica blend or a sativa blend for the THC, will dictate what type of high you get. She wanted me to try it because Like, my body's been really stiff. Like, I've been having, like, muscle cramps even on, like, the back of my neck for a little bit. And it was just a bad time. Because my muscles were trying to, like, forcibly relax, and it just wasn't working. Could shitloads of milk help? No. No, that's not what he's asking. That's not what he's asking at all. No, so I don't think I've really mentioned this on stream either, which is a thing. Sarah survived cancer when she was younger. So she had to go through chemotherapy, which is radiation of the body. And in doing so, last time we went to the doctors, like when she was having another flare-up. No! What the fuck? He's genuinely asking if milk will help your bones. What is wrong with you? Good lord. Yes. Jesus. No. So she has the bones. When we went to the doctor when she had her last flare-up, they said that she had the bones of like an 80-something-year-old. So it's just the chemotherapy did such damage to her at like a base level that there's nothing that can really be done. So unfortunately, it's something that we've experimented with a lot of things to try to help relieve the muscle pain, because it's her entire body. Like, how are you supposed to combat that when your entire like muscle structure is just fucked? Halfway down my price changes. You're doing them while you're on here? I'm so sorry, Doug. We just made it a habit of doing it throughout the day. The cancer sucked the calcium out of my bones and into my bloodstream because... Yeah, that is true. Yeah, she's a dirty birdie. I have to have them done before I leave? Jesus. Although, I guess to be fair, that is the difference between how places are being ran. Like, Kenny knew we'd get it done. And so, when it was literally just me or him, like, we would do that to just pass the day. Technically, we're not supposed to, obviously. But... No, it's just her. It's just her. Yeah. You said something that could be even slightly related to an innuendo, and she was like, innuendo? It's like, oh, okay. It's like, kind of get it when I'm the one saying. Otherwise, what was that? No, he was not. No, we were talking about you using medicinal marijuana as a means to help because you're in constant pain because of your bones. No, it's not. This is derailing again. Nope. Incorrect. You mentioned milk. She didn't pay attention to the first part, so in her head, she thought you were making an innuendo. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, it was literally nothing. Alright, moving on. Yeah. We're going in circles now. Yeah, no, it's just Sarah. If something can be an innuendo, she will take it as an innuendo. Yeah. An innuendo, so usually something. So, something that has a double meaning. Usually a sexual innuendo in that sort of situation. So you say one thing, but you mean something else. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the British channel. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Yes, exactly. That is an innuendo. Because it can mean multiple things. Yeah. Yeah, no. Her body has like a hard cap on how much better it can get naturally. Because what a lot of people don't know is surviving cancer can sometimes be almost as devastating as the cancer. Because the only way to survive it is through chemoradiation. Well, there are experimental things that they're trying to resolve that problem, but and the radiation destroys your body. And to give you an idea about our luck, talking about luck again, the doctors were like, hey, within 10 years, if you don't experience any like major problems, then you'll be fine. On the 10-year mark is when she came down with congestive heart failure. I was like, yeah, on the date, fuck off. Yeah. Talking about my amazing luck. So recently I've been trying weed, but I can't smoke because I have asthma. Yeah. So we have to get a tincture for her that she can take. That replicates it and still gives her that feeling to help reduce pain. That way she can have a normal day and it not feel like fucking agony. Great song. Yeah. I forgot. I don't remember if I said that on the stream before. I think I have, but it was a fucking while ago. It's shitty amounts of unluck. I was not joking when I made the comments on that one. Life did not favor me on my luck stat in any capacity. In fact, I'm at a huge disadvantage. Helps with swelling and inflammation and reduces the pain. Yeah. Yeah, which is why it's no big deal. Half my life is just me relying on my luck. I wish. I wish. Even for me growing up, I couldn't rely on luck. I just don't. I had a similar conversation to what we were talking. Fucking Christ. I had a semi-stroke there. I heard myself go, okay. The conversation we were having yesterday about conversation. I can say it. I can absolutely say it. We were talking about gambling yesterday. I picked up a new phone game, and immediately they were talking about, oh, you know, it's a lot of fun to go through and try your luck at this, and I was like, no, not for me. I don't like gambling because my luck is literal dog shit. And they're like, yeah, but you gotta live a little, and I was like, yeah, but my living a little means to survive. So, good. Good on that. Thanks. I can actually make coin flip bets. I can't. Game tells me to fuck off. What do I need to do? Oh, it's because he heals. That's the problem. There it is. Oh, I don't care about that. I already know what it does. I feel like I haven't even my abilities yet. Almost done. Garbage. Garbage day. Yeah, I have a friend who's like that. anytime we play phone games with him, we tell him to go fuck off and not tell us what he gets. And then he's like, oh man, I got this thing out of a pack and it was a 1% chance. And I was like, that's cool. I missed it on a 98% chance. Fuck you. I want my 1 back. That's a legitimate thing that has happened. When we played Rainbow Six Siege, they have it set up so that you get packs, and as you play it, it slowly increases the chance, and it starts at 2%. Or it's like 1.5% or some shit like that. He legitimately got a pack, which is already at like 30%, so it was already relatively low, and then got another pack at the base value of the 1%. And I was like, what? And I had to grind all the way to like 80-something, 90-something% to fucking get that pack. And at the same time, mind you, it was fucking nonsense. Yes. So that's that point. I'll just transfer everything and reset. I can't because I still usually when I'm playing games like that, I'm playing with friends. And so my goal is to help them. And if I just throw in the towel and leave, then I'm not doing any good. And I'm not going to play it by myself. I get bored. With games, I'm kind of like Ronnie. I can get great items, but nothing I can use. It's like for different builds or classes. So that's typically the luckiest that I get. To give another great example, the game that I refuse to play and won't play is Overwatch. And the reason for that is because when I first started playing that game, it was during beta, and whew, let me tell you, I had some lucky pulls. I got legendaries, like it was the thing to fucking do in that one. Like I was showing off, I was able to go, ooh, yes. Fucking, I got this legendary skin, let's go. I got this legendary skin, fuck yeah. I had enough shards because I got duplicates of these things to be able to get another one. Hell yeah. And then it reset, and I didn't pull a single legendary after that for like 2 months. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Fuck off. Because the game was like, here, this isn't going to stay, so we're going to let you taste everything. And then when the game actually comes out, eat a dick. Boy, let me tell you what. It was horseshit. Yeah, do you really get fucked at some point? Yeah, oh, absolutely. I have the impeccable luck of when the game knows it doesn't matter, I get it. I get it all. I get it all. Fucking, what game was it? The game that everybody wanted earlier, like, towards the end of last year. 4 characters, you can only play 3 of them. That's a pretty big letdown. We were able to beat it in a couple days. Fucking, what game was that called? I can't think of it right now. Anyways, it was a looter shooter, and I was pulling these legendaries and things like that real early on. But in that type of game, they get out leveled because they don't level with you, or you have to spend an extraordinary amount to level it with you. And so I was like, cool, I'm glad I got all my luck fucking early when it doesn't matter, because I'm just gonna replace this with a shittier gun that's a couple levels higher, because that's how this game works. Damn it. My 2 favorite words. I mean, absolutely. It's been scientifically proven that swearing actually helps relax you. It releases a chemical in your body that relaxes you, makes you feel better. And that's why I just swear randomly. That's not why. So you can only play skill-based games? Oh, yeah. So no, I can play games that involve RNG, but man, I have to grind it. Like, again, I'm playing the WWE Supercard game. They just started an event that you can either pay a bunch of money to essentially double the points you get and just fucking power through it, or like me, who has to play it free, I have to very slowly over the course of the next 4 days, just every moment I can, I'm either watching ads or I'm just waiting for things to come up so that I can continue. And I have to very slowly grind it. and hope and pray that I can keep up by just brute forcing it. And that's my problem, is that I have to brute force everything I play, and I hate it. Wish we could play that series, that series from Netflix on swearing. It was a great series. It was very funny. It was a lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be. I might be able to stream it on Discord. Oh, she was more of just showing it on stream as just something fun to do, something different. But unfortunately, it would not take well over in the YouTubes. It's too much swearing too close together. Like, they don't mind too much if you swear, as long as it's not like a, oh, okay, cool, let's just fucking, just a block of it. It was informational too. Yeah, but it was excessive swearing purely for the sake of excessive swearing. Just because they were making a documentary on said swearing. I cannot do good on YouTube. I mean, I'm amazed that I haven't gotten a strike yet already. And so, that gives you a pretty good idea. I swear a ton. There's naked yoga. Ugh. On YouTube? I don't want it. No, thank you. Nut. I guess. Nice, Kodiak. Sorry that you had to sit there and be there for that much longer. It's almost 10 o'clock there. Jesus. It sucks, buddy. At least you're done. He heard his beck and call. He was like, I heard naked yoga. I finished. Oh, that's actually what he was saying. So I followed up with nut. Wow. Yeah, guys. Ooh. Oh, I forgot it does that. It randomly gives you other fucking classes to use. Yo, let's go. Hell yeah. Well, I guess it's not random. I think it's story progression, to be fair. I feel like you're writing some long-ass comeback. No, he's probably trying to leave. He was still at work. He was literally saying that he just got done with work because he had to stay there longer than he wanted to. So he's probably trying to book it the fuck out of there. Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Got what I wanted to top off one of these characters. We'll go with you. Ooh, that sounds on. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's fine. Putting up... Yeah, I assume that's what you were doing. From what I remember on how to do it, and how to go through that process, that is what I thought you were doing, so... You're good, my dude. You make sure that you stay safe. You take care of what you need to take care of. I will be here. But yeah, I cannot do good on YouTube. I can barely hold myself back from cursing in real life. So, that's the thing. It's not that you have to not swear. There's like several guidelines to it. You can't swear within the first minute. And then it can't be like a solid block of just constant swearing and only swearing. So like there's, it's very, I don't want to say finicky because that's not the right word for it, but it's not 100% like, oh, okay, cool, I can just follow it this way and follow this pattern and be done with it. Like, again, I haven't gotten any strikes so far, and I've had videos up for about a week now. And I swear pretty often. But because there's a pretty decent break in me swearing, and it's more of, not me swearing at somebody, it's more of just, I say swear words. I just do. It's also why, like, I typically start the recording at the same time as the stream, because I usually let the stream starting screen go for about 2 minutes. Excuse me. It gives people time to kind of filter in, gives me time to sit down, settle, relax for a second. Plus, for the YouTube algorithm, it'll also let it pass that 1 minute mark and me not have to worry about anything. Hooray. Which will not be in today's video, because I had to test the audio, because my audio was no good. Oh, beautiful. That's right, Daddy Snow coming through and just pounding them. I mean, you beat the 3 dudes up, like, just fine. What are you doing? I guess to be fair, they had to make it so that he had some sort of problem and magical encounter to use his abilities. Oh, that's right, he gets Shiva. Hey, hell yeah. This is the first time you get the actual, the summons. Hey, hell yeah. Yeah. It's a weird one, because they did a weird mix of, Aeons meets Transformers, for some reason. But, you know, it is what it is. I've seen worse, I suppose. Where is it? I want login. Do that. Okay, cool. Eidolons. Attacking alone over. Oh, I have to actually fight them now. Defeat them in combat. Their powers will be your command would be warned. I mean, sure. I'll check the tutorial out. At the start of a battle against an Eidolon, a time limit is imposed on you via a doom counter. Oh, dope. That's what we need. Peer pressure. As you demonstrate your power to the Eidolon, its just alt gauge will slowly fill. Attack the Eidolon until this gauge is full, and then press the interact button to win. Attacks are not the only way to charge the gauge. Using the Libra may provide you with hints as to which additional abilities can be used. Okay, so that works. So we're actually gonna do. I just want to make sure. I'm pretty sure. Oh god, how do I check that again? I hit buttons and I don't remember what it was. It should be provoke and then steel guard, right? No. I feel like it did jump up there, right? No, it's not moving. I need to do provoke. Okay. No? Okay, hold on. How do I check? How do I look at them? Cannot be provoked. So that doesn't help me then. So then I just need to change and beat them up? I mean, I guess that's it, right? Like, it's her birthday. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Hold on, what do you picked a bad time for that? Don't do that. That's not filling up very fast. Okay, C is what does that. Yields to those who amass chain bonuses. So I actually want to swap out of that and go to the Ravager. Yeah, much better. That's gonna be rough. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time for it. Since I was fucking around for the first half of it. This will probably be a I have to redo it. It is what it is. It said defensive abilities work against her, but it didn't do anything, so how's that supposed to help? Like, I think it's supposed to be a block. I'm pretty sure the block was working. It was just very slow. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna. No, I've got to be missing something here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, okay. So it is that. I essentially want to parry her abilities. As long as I can do that, then it's fine. I don't know why that wasn't working. Game over. Yeah, I'm gonna retry. I like that if you fail it, it lets you go through and figure out what the hell you want to do. Insert coin. Yeah, right? Sentinel. Oh shit, I can go further. Oh, except it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, that doesn't help me. Alright, fucking great. In fact, I'm pretty sure all of his stuff is maxed out. Yeah. That actually does me no good. Great. You can develop your character further. Awesome. What do we have available? Nothing. Awesome. Thanks. Okay, so I do want the Sentinel. I had the right idea, because that was correct. That is the correct thing. You want to dodge it, or to parry it, rather. Yes, I know. It's terrifying. I'm so sorry. I'd like to skip this, though, please. Very realistic. Yeah, right? That's what happens in the real world, right? They're like, you leveled up, and you're like, great, what did I get? More debt! And you're like, well, shit. Can I get a refund? Can you take my level back? Can I sell that back? Please? Please? Can I not skip this scene? Really? Oh, that's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Alright. Alright, well, at least I know the correct pattern now, so I don't have to do this again and again and again. But now I have to beat these nerds up, and then watch the scene again. You think that they would, like, do something? Oh, no, there it is. I have to go to the pause screen for it. Why? Oh, there's no reason to do that. Boop. They die, literally in 2 hits. There we go. Did it. Skip. Okay. Yes, I already know this. Skip. Something else. I did it too late. Oh, it still, for some reason, worked. Boys are being cuddle monsters tonight? Yeah, I bet. Okay, yeah, it is working. It's just slow. Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, they usually are. There we go. That should be good. Yeah, that's a huge chunk. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use him as melee damage when she doesn't do the ATB, because that's like the charge attack, and with the charge attack I want to do the, there it is, the sentinel. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Swap back and grab you. Oops, wrong. Perfect. Alright, now we rinse and repeat. That's so much faster. Oh god, no, hold on. Shit. Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. Oh god, again? And then just alt mode. Perfect. That is a rough fight, not because it's difficult, but actually because if you only play defensive to get that, it's so slow. Like, it feels like it's timed very specifically. Which is why as it got closer to being filled, it started to spam the ability more. It's weird. It's just a weird mechanic to the game. My hand! Oh? What do we have here? Who are you? Hey there, pretty lady. Oh. Ooh. That's unfortunate. They're with the bad guys. Shut up and come quiet. I'm unfortunately pretty loud. Sorry. I'm a loud, obnoxious asshole. Oh boy, this is a song. Forgot about this one. What did you send me? Oh. Got it. Well, that's good. That software company in England is closed right now. I mean, as it should be, right? Oh, that's a fantastic song. The life lessons. Don't trust a hoe. Music teaches you life lessons. You know it's a rough day. Also, it's called Don't Trust Me, which means you're calling yourself a hoe. I'm getting super bored of the story. I'll be honest. Sorry. Sorry, game. I wanted to. It does not excite me enough to care. Maybe because I already know that there's 3 of them, and I'm like, gotta go through them. Although, I don't believe the others are on there yet, or on Game Pass. In fact, this one just came out on the Game Pass 2 days ago. Yesterday. Yesterday. Fucking Christ. Forgot that was in the song. And songs like this are why I'm glad that I don't have it on for YouTube. Not like it's that terrible. In fact, it's hilarious. But boy, somebody would be offended. For no other reason than because they can be. Okay, yeah, again, it crashed, oh no. He's going to get up. He was going to. That's how these stories work. If they weren't so generic, it'd be more interesting. Give me a twist. Give me a main character for like 2 chapters and then just fucking kill him. Build that trust and then immediately smash it. Go. They just never want to show the main characters dying. Like it's a bad, like, I don't know, maybe the game gets flamed? I don't know. Achievement! Am I forced to have it? Oh god, I only have these 2? That's fine. In fact, any updates on the new PC? Absolutely nothing. It's making me very nervous, but I also understand that it's like completely back-ordered. So the last time I checked, the order is still in, but they haven't pulled the money out. They haven't done anything with it. So I'm literally just going, I have to make sure I keep the money and we don't spend it on, you know, groceries and things like that, so that I can make sure when it comes time for them to pull it out, it's available. I should have fucking spent it there. God damn it. Other than that, it's just a waiting game. Because they'd even said, because of everything being pushed back so heavily, it could be, it'd be 4 to 6 weeks. So like, I'm not tripping on like timeline. I'm just worried about money. Because like, beginning of the month, like, we need to go get food, we need to go get groceries, things like that. And like, the money's sitting there, but I know I don't have a ton extra. Like, I need to know what I have. Because, like, we still have some of the money for the big bills we're paying. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That was why I was so confused. So it was like... Interesting. Pull the money out. Don't you have to pay when you order? I mean... Yeah, I put in all the information, but they haven't taken the money. Like, it's still in my account. Let me double check and see if they've taken it out today. But, yeah, it's still there. But, like, I don't know. And it's like, I mean, it won't happen. It will probably, once they get the part and are able to put it into production, they will probably then pull the money out. But it is a very weird way to do that. Because typically, yes, you would pull the money out immediately to make sure that, hey, look, you knew you were able to pay for it. Cool, let's take this, especially on such a large order. Like 2,800 bucks. Like, come on. I don't just have that money sitting around. Like, come on. Get it out so I know what I need and what I have available for the rest of the bills. Fuck. There's no way that it's gonna work that way for me, Richard. It won't. I thought like that before too. Where I'm like, oh man, it's taking them forever to pull this out. Well, I mean, I'm gonna absolutely absolutely get this for free. And they're like, oh yeah, we've sent it. We've taken the money out too now. It's like, oh, fucking, well, maxed out luck skill. Yeah, good joke. You know who has a maxed out luck skill? My buddy Kenny. It's nonsense. Motherfucker bought a PC and then had a second one shipped to him. He's like, I didn't pay for this. And they're like, it was sent to go there, so like we can't take it back. He's like, okay, great. You got 2 PCs for the price of 1. And from a completely different like place. Like it wasn't even the place that he bought it from. So he was super confused. And I was like, you motherfucker. FFXIII. I wouldn't say FFXIII is super lucky. Michael is super fucking lucky. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Here we go. Speaking of FFXIII, I haven't popped into the Discord properly like I'm supposed to in a couple days. Why do I have mixed it up on here twice? Oh, is that the problem? Is that something running a little harder? Interesting. My friends in Belgium always ordered stuff on a Chinese website called Wish. I have seen Wish. That's a pretty global thing now. That's a pretty global website. Jesus. The first one arrived a few days later. I've never had that luck either, unless it's something that like they track. Like I had that happen with my modem. But it's something that they have tracked on the serial number, so it's not like I could have kept it. So they're like, well, we see that we sent you these 2, and we need 1 back. Because you received that, right? It was just super late, and I was like, yeah, I got it. They're like, great, because otherwise we would have had to charge you for it. I was like, fucking, whoa. I had that multiple times? Yeah. That's such a fucking... that's such a trash way to handle that. But yeah, unfortunately, that is a thing. Because companies like that don't know where it went, what's going on with it. Like, they're just hoping and praying that, Ooh, we'll do Super Soldier. They're just hoping that it doesn't go missing and they completely lose their money. Because they're completely at the mercy of the shipping company, too. Get double for the same price? Yeah, I mean, that's... What can you do? Unfortunately, in today's age, it's better to send it and lose the price of the product than it is to not send it and get flamed for it. Unfortunately. It's just how it goes. Especially in America. People will sue over that nonsense, like, to a stupid degree. Why order this and I didn't get it? Well, I mean, it shows it got there. I don't have it. I'm suing for my money back and extra for this nonsense reason. Oh, okay. Cool. And they do it because it's a way to bully. Because no company wants to go and buy a lawyer, or pay for their lawyer, rather. Because all the companies have a lawyer, but they're like, yeah, every time I take a case, here's a fat fucking chunk. So they're like, fine, we'll send you the $20 fucking item again, even though we know you have it. Asshole. It's just... It's today's age, man. Unfortunate. For people who get mysterious Amazon packages they didn't order, that's nice too. Never had that. I don't know what that's like. I have delivery drivers. So I have a gated fence. And I have delivery drivers who will come up, see that the gate's closed, immediately mark in their system that they tried to deliver it and they couldn't get in and drive off. All in the span of me trying to walk outside and, like, get to them. Like, that's my luck. I'm lucky to get the package. It's so stupid. I hate my luck, man. Fucking hate it. I hear other people talking about stories like that, and I'm like, once would be nice. What is that like? Please tell me. Does it feel good? Like, because I don't know. I don't know what that's like. I've been fiddling around with my teeth the past couple days, and not because they hurt, but because they're talking about all this shit luck has reminded me that I need to get some sort of like alignment for my lower teeth, because my upper teeth are still perfectly aligned. Because oh well, that's tragic. When my wisdom teeth came in, we had to remove one of my teeth from the top, so they didn't force them around. But my bottom teeth weren't so lucky. So even though I had braces for 8 years, my bottom teeth were unaligned now, like severely. I told Felian, I was like, Felian, I had braces for 8 years, that's why my teeth are fucked. And he's like, but your teeth are still so fucked up. And I'm like, yeah, there's other reasons for that. That's just me, man. My life. My mom was ordered something and the delivery guy forgot to close the door when she came out to get her packages. The whole street was covered with packages. Oh no! Well, I mean, you just kind of... Well, this one's mine. Whatever it is, we play roulette. No, I would never do that. I'd feel too bad about it. Especially if I opened it up and it was something super expensive. I'd have been like, oh, what if that was me? So I wouldn't. I couldn't. I don't have it in me to do that. It's just like when I play video games that have, like, light and dark morality choices. I can never play the bad guy. I feel like an asshole. And I just can't do it. I just can't. Because I immediately go, I've experienced this. I know what it's like. Why would I want to put that on somebody else? I wouldn't. I take it if the packages don't get delivered, they'll ship you a new one. Yeah, but not always. Like, again, like that's some of the... I've had companies where things have gone missing, and I'm like, hey, I didn't get this thing. And they're like, that sucks, because, you know, they don't have it, which means the only place it could be is with you. And I'm like, but it didn't. And they're like, well, it sucks. And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, like, that's tragic, isn't it? But I mean, that's also been years. Like, years and years. Like, this is a great example. The PC. Like, a $3,000 PC. Like, even if that went missing, I'd be livid. Not even just because it went missing. Like, sure, they'll send me a new one. I'm having to wait a month and some change for this. I don't even know how long it would take for me to get another one. Would it be another month and some change? Now I'm out my money for 3 months on this? Because it went to the wrong place? Like, maybe it was a limited edition one. Maybe it was something unique that they can't get again. Like, there's a lot of things that it could be or could go wrong with it. And so in my head, I'm like, well, this is something important. Well, this is something that they won't get back. I have super rare Pokemon cards that I'm worried about going and getting graded. Because it's delivered. So, there's a thing with that in America or that is not true, unfortunately. Even with the postal service, so you have to pay for additional coverages on an item. So you have to claim how expensive an item is and how much it's valued at in case that happens. So most companies don't. It only covers up to like 50 bucks normally. Anything over that, unless the company pays for it, it will not be covered. And a lot of times they don't, because they want to go as cheap as possible, because it costs them to ship it and have it insured. It's dumb. Oh, it's really bad. Yeah. Yeah, it is not that comfortable here. Otherwise, I totally agree with you. If it would all just be covered like that, no big deal, absolutely. Why not? But unfortunately, it doesn't. Not here. Oh, yes. Too much so. Too much so. That's part of why when we got this place, it was fully gated. And we were like, well, that's fortunate because we would have gotten a gate anyways. Because the area that we're in, again, has so many homeless people. If a package was left on the street, it'd be gone in minutes. Minutes. There's always someone walking up and down my street. And it'd be gone. There's people who, if they see something that looks expensive, they'll take the time to jump the fence. They'll take that risk to go and get it. Like, people have talked about it. They're like, I'm fully enclosed and my package still got stolen. Yes, it's terrible. That's why the whole thing with Pokemon cards was such a big deal. Because you can see on like the packages like where it's from. So like if they would see anything from like Pokemon Center or places like those, it's gone. It's gone. Because people know what it is. Hey, welcome back, Kodiak. Welcome home, my dude. Glad you made it safe. Sorry that you had to stay a little bit longer than intended. That's never fun. That's never fun. And I've dealt with that all too much. So I feel your pain, my dude. But yeah, that's also why it's such a big concern too. Even though my dad had a stereo surround sound system delivered at his address and his name that he never ordered or paid for. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know what that's like. I absolutely don't know what that's like. I've never had something delivered to me on accident. I texted my boss and he said I could have just left them. Yeah, I mean, I would assume most of them are pretty, like... Well, I don't know. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't know how aggressive they are with you guys, but they're pretty aggressive with us about not doing any tasks on the weekends. Friday included, so I don't know. That is brutal to do it and then be told, I mean, you didn't have to do it. It's like, son of a bitch. The only day we don't have tasks is Saturday. Really? That's weird. It was Sunday here. And even then, they were super aggressive on don't do tasks unless there's nothing going on at the moment. It was a very Staples approach. If there's a customer in the store, you're paying attention to them. And if there's not, you're keeping an eye out for customers, and you can do these minor tasks. They're like, don't task, but do the tasks that you have to do. And it's like, what? Well, why didn't you do this task? It was a Friday. And you told me not to task. Well, you have to do the task that you're supposed to do. Make up your mind. Yeah, it was no task Sundays here. It wasn't great. Wasn't great. I always hate when retail people ask me if they can help. They have to. It's part of the job. They have to at least go up and talk to you. It's so unfortunate. If I need help, I will ask. While I understand that, the unfortunate part is because most people won't. I have people who I'll walk up to them and I'll be like, hey, can I help you find something? And they'll go, no. Yeah, I need you to find this thing. And I'm like, what? Why didn't you just say yes then? It's a bad habit where people will genuinely just say no to whatever you're saying because you're the associate. Even if they actually need help. So we have to go ask. It's such an unfortunate problem. I've been yelled at for asking people if they needed help. And like I'll genuinely be like, hey, you find everything alright, buddy? Like, is there something I can help you find? Something to make it easier, make it faster? And it always makes me feel uncomfortable. I mean, like, I do my best. So some people do make it uncomfortable. I'll 100% agree with you. But like, I always do my best to be like, hey, you find everything alright? If you have any questions, just let me know. Like, a lot of times I won't be directly like, hey, do you need help? It's like, are you finding everything okay? Yeah, you're good? Awesome. If you need assistance or need help, I'm back here doing stuff, so you can just hit me up. If you don't, you don't. If you do, know I'm here. Cool. Enjoy. I'm gonna go back to what I'm doing. How I would handle it. But, so on the problem is, on cameras, so that's not okay. That's not okay. That's too aggressive. If a person tells me no, I go, alright, cool. I say my spiel. Hey, if you need me, I'll be over here. Let me know. And then I walk away. Like, I'm always the person that would be the very standoff. Hey, just know there is assistance here if you need it. If you don't, awesome. I'll ring you out when you're ready. If you do, I can answer your questions. Thanks for coming in. I'm gonna do my job. Because the person who made them died and they yelled at you over it? Oh, I'd have been fucking livid. I'd have called HR. I'd be real honest with you on that one. That'd have been an HR call right there, especially if they wrote you up over it. Nope. I wouldn't take that hit. Oh, got it. It was when you were younger. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that... GameStop is super aggressive on pre-orders. I was like 17 when it happened. Oh, yeah. Then they knew they could just get away with it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that'd have 100% been an HR call. Without question. Especially if they wrote you up in, like, Workday. Oh, man, that'd have been perfect. You'd have everything you would have needed. Here's... Hey, HR, this is what they wrote me up for. Here's all the information they put. The dude died. They'll always try to stick something on you. Yeah. And retail's the worst at that, because in America, you can genuinely write someone up and not actually have a viable answer as to why you wrote them up. I know, I've been fired by that. I had a boss who did not like me. So much so that he would intentionally go through and write me up for not completing the extra tasks that he tried to provide and do for me. So, like, I was doing my job, but because the person who was doing the job before me did other things that wasn't the job that he liked because it was a different source of income for the store, he was wanting me to prioritize that and not my job. Despite the fact that we were super far behind. And as a then-time price auditor, if in the United States, there's a, what is it? Checks and balances. It's a company that goes through and makes sure that all of your prices are correct, and if they're not, they fine you for every single one, and it's thousands of dollars for each one. So I was saving the company thousands of dollars for everything to make sure that they were correct. Because they came in regularly. But he would write me up because he'd be like, you need to do these other things, and I'm like, I don't have time for that. And he's like, well, you're not doing your job because I asked you to do it. Write up. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. I got fired at a car manufacturer for being late 1 to 5 minutes for 20 times in a year, while working 1 to 2 extra hours a day for 3 years. Yeah. They can't do that in California. There's a grace period. You have 5 minutes of grace period before, like after, when you're there, before you were considered late. So they wouldn't fly here. I mean, I guess I gotta go this way. Where's the map? Where'd it go? Hello? What is happening? Alright, well, great. They said I ruined the work experience for others. Yeah? By being the 1 to 2 minutes late? Is that how that works? Hell yeah. Can't believe you would do that, Richard. You'd go through and you would ruin other people's work experience. I can't believe you. That shit's nonsense. Just had a desk job. What do you mean ruin the work experience? I sat down at my desk 2 minutes late. Fucking what? Jesus. Yeah, what people go through to try to fire fire others is fucking nonsense. I've never had a desk job, so I don't actually know what that's like. It seems boring. It seems boring as shit to me. They always make it out that they pay the best though, which sucks. Cause like I'm someone who has to do things, so that's why for me, streaming like this, even like today when I just feel like absolute trash, like I'm enjoying this more purely because I'm able to like have this interaction and like get out the like excess energy and like all the same thing we talked about at the beginning of the stream, like get out all that negativity and be like, all right, cool, fucking here we go, great, we're good, we're great, make it better. They even fired me with dismissal for cause. Just straight up dismissal. Nice. What was funny is here, because they fired me for same way, I was rehired at a different location that knew my work ethic. Because technically the way he fired me marked me as leaving on good terms, despite the fact that he fired me. So he was like, technically I can rehire you. I shouldn't, but I can. Because the way he did it. And I was like, Jesus. That's so nuts to me. That it can be done that way. How can you fire someone in such a way that they can be rehired in the system? That doesn't make sense. If you fire someone, it should be for a reason that you can't be rehired for. And if it's not a situation where that deems it, then why are they being fired? Like that's such a catch-22 there. Because they did, I couldn't even get unemployment for, yep. Yeah, unemployment is a fucking nightmare with that. If you get fired, they're all about, well, why did you get fired? What did you screw up? It was your fault. All that and da-da-da-da. I really think establishments need to review their managers and corporate staff to see if they are still fit to do the job frequently. Yeah, the problem with that, though, comes into, it becomes a huge... I understand why they don't, and it's because it's just another chain that can break and can go wrong. But I do agree. If they could work out a system that could make that work, I also agree with you, 100%. Because there's so many situations and circumstances where it's like, okay, this person has been here for... and we did kind of talk about this as well yesterday, Richard, with tenure and everything. There's a certain point where in certain jobs, having too much tenure is actually a problem because you're stuck in your ways. And I think retail is one of those because it's constantly fluctuating. And I don't mean you should just terminate someone who's been there for a while because they have tenure. But in tandem with what Kodiak said, yes, I believe that someone who's been there for, you know, X number of years should be looked at and seen, okay, do they stand out as someone who is still actively good at what they do? Are they still providing the service that we want them to provide? Are they still doing everything that they need and can handle? Are they still adapting? And are they still doing the things that we request of them, and maybe even more in a means to handle that? And if they did that, they'd relieve so many more problems from coming up. Because that's the biggest issue in a lot of companies. And then it also is a worry of, and Sarah kind of mentioned it too, interpersonal conflicts. You have another chain that can possibly go wrong on, because once you involve someone who now controls all of that, you've got potential bribery, you've got someone involved with it that can just be not good, and that's the unfortunate part. In Belgium, it costs the company a lot more to fire someone with 10 years experience than someone with 3 years experience. Not here, and it's the unfortunate part, especially retail. Especially retail. They would rather pay the minimum wage to essentially keep a person who doesn't know what's going on, because they know, especially like someone younger, they can abuse the shit out of them and not feel bad about it. Kodiak mentioned it perfectly. He didn't know how to handle that situation. He could have gotten someone who'd been there for God knows how many years, who wasn't doing a very good job at their job, fired for how they were doing their job. But because he didn't know, as most teenagers don't, because they don't go through and teach all of those things, they just kind of throw you out into that and go fend for yourself, learn it. So kids, especially teenagers, when it comes to like jobs, get abused in that situation. So it's like, fuck, man, how do you deal with that? How do you handle that? I would say, like, from looking at it from the outside, Kodiak's correct. I think having someone who can kind of go through and like handle that is a great call. My only problem with that is you now have another person that you also have to kind of keep a check on, and now it's this huge checks and balance that is in a huge full circle that doesn't always work. Because I mean, sometimes it's the highest up, sometimes the CEO's a problem. So like, how do you not cause the trickle down on a situation like that? Like, how do you adjust that? Plus, we don't offer severance packages for retail. God, no. There are very few companies, especially retail companies, that do any sort of severance. It's bad. It's very bad. I think the only way to get severance in a retail place is to be a general manager, and you have to be there for a while. Oh God. Okay, yeah, so here in America, or at least in like retail or businesses like that, majority of them, I don't know if like the big IT companies are like that, but I imagine that they are. They'll fire the person higher up way before. They'll fire the person. Oh God. All right, cool. Well, I know what to do with this one. I'll just start focusing on the little guys. There's too many little guys. My current bosses are amazing though. Hey, that's awesome. That makes work so much better. when you have bosses that are awesome, you can enjoy the interaction with and not fucking hate being there. You know, who you work with makes such a big difference. Like, people don't. You'd be amazed how many people don't. Oh no, I don't actually want to do that. Nope. I want to get the little guys first. You'd be amazed how many people don't actually fully understand that. They're like, well, you have to love your job. And it's like, no, I have to love the people that I work with. Because, let's be very clear, I more than likely won't enjoy my job. And that's fine. I don't have to enjoy it. I have to not hate who I'm with. Because, while the job can be shitty, if I'm having a good time and enjoying what I'm doing, I can make a shit job better. I can make that experience be something that I can put myself into and go, okay, cool, I can make this work. I enjoyed Staples until what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Again, there's also the negative side of that, too, which is you can very easily lose. Like, you can very easily hate that situation, too, based off of who's there. What I noticed was that people with more experience just take it easy because they feel protected. So again, it doesn't happen here, really. In fact, you have a lot of people here who, because they feel threatened by someone new, will generally be a toxic asshole to them. They would rather, especially if you're good at what you do, they will find some way to harass you so that you quit because they feel that their job is threatened. A person in the United States who is good at their job, especially when they get brought on at minimum wage, is a major threat to someone at a higher pay grade. Because they will fire that person at a higher pay grade if the person at a lower pay grade is doing everything that they want to do and more. For less. They will save that money. They don't care. Now, there are times where absolutely you're correct. I've seen people get protected because they've been there and they're able to say what they want to say. And because they've been there long enough that their word is essentially truth. Because their higher-ups are too lazy to investigate it. And that goes back to kind of what Kodiak was talking about. Like to you, Kenny and Courtney? Yeah. I mean, I liked most of the people that were there, honestly. Like, but I also, because of my mentality, I can work with anybody. And most people just have a good time working with me. As managers. Yeah, you got targeted pretty hard by one. And I recognize it. Like, I didn't have the same issue with him, but that's because I fucking... anything he asked me to do, I fucking did. And he knew it. He knew that if he pissed me off, he was done. I was the one keeping his ass afloat, and he knew it. But when you have a manager who's not a full-on manager doing most of the manager stuff, you don't want to rub that wrong. I think the answer to that one isn't that you did anything wrong, Kodiak. I think it's that he got put in a situation. So here's the kicker on it. He was seen as the person who can fix everything. He was the fixer at the time. Every retail company has a fixer. And that's the prodigy. That's the person that comes into a store and goes, I'm going to make everything amazing. Let's go. And if it doesn't, I have to find a thing to blame. And unfortunately, you were the thing to blame. So you unfortunately drew the short stick. And I think it's because not just his look on it, like you said, that first week where you crushed it, and then after that he was like, why can't you do that every week? It was him getting stressed out because he's getting bullied by his bosses because he's not doing what he promised he would. And so it trickles down. He then had to take it out on somebody else. And he had to limit who he could take it out on. And unfortunately, in that position, if you take it out on the managers directly, you're fucking yourself over. And he knew that. So he had to go further down. Oh, I mean, absolutely. It's a problem. I always tell this even to my bosses. Like, You work with me, I'll work with you. I'll be your best friend. I'll make this job fucking run clean as everything. I won't be your best seller, but goddamn it, I'll make sure everything's done. Like, other than that, like, that's it. If you want someone who's gonna be only goal-oriented, not your guy. Don't hire me. If you want someone who's gonna do everything that you need done so that you don't have to worry about it, right here. I'll knock it out for you. Ah, yes. Yes, you have. You definitely have. I always had problems with authorities when I noticed my boss had no clue what he's doing. There's a lot of that. That's a major problem for sure. Is the Napoleon complex. I'm a tiny man or a tiny person because I'm stuck in a job that most of the time, most of those people are doing things that they don't want to do. They don't want to be doing retail because nobody wants to be doing retail for their career. It's not a good career. It's a last resort. So most of the people that get into it are these people who get like business degrees and things like that, and they have nowhere else to take it. Because who the fuck else is going to take a business degree? And they get stuck there, and it's just unfortunate. That said, if you got a business degree and you made something out of it, fucking good. Fantastic for you. You are the few and far between. I've heard horror stories from so many people in retail of, well, I went to college and I got my business, I got a master's in business, and now I'm working as a retail manager because that's what they brought me in as. Because they hire you for a decent rate, and then they just abuse the shit out of you. Because they can. Because they can. And for nothing else other than, why not? Pure hatred for that. Man, I know you do. I always laugh because, like, as much as I shit talk the person that I dislike, like, Kenny's like, you hate him. And I'm like, no. If I saw him on the street, I'd be like, hey, how's it going? And it would just be funny to me. But, like, it was definitely you're a tiny human being, and I recognize it. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, what did he do? He made my life difficult for a couple months. Whatever. Okay. I still came out on top of that. So, don't bother me. That's all I can say. That's also again why I go through and I'll immediately tell my bosses. I'll go, look, here's what I can do. Here's what I've done. Here's how I can handle this. Here's how I manage a situation like this. Like, if this isn't what you want, don't hire me. If that's exactly what you want, I'll be your best associate. I'll knock all of it out. Not even a problem. I bust my ass when I'm at work. Just like when I'm on here. Like, I'm always trying my best to be energetic. Even though I started the stream by going, I feel like shit. I hate today. I'm probably going to be not doing much and not talking. Here I am fucking going on and on and on and on. Like, I put myself out, man. I go hard. Because if you do something half-assed, what's the point of doing it? Why would I waste my time and my energy for something that I'm not going all out on? Why? I'd rather go hard, fucking be exhausted, but know that I did everything that I possibly could. Call it good. Like... Here in banking, the environment is so hostile and political that it makes the team stronger as a group and stand up for other team members. That's good. That's very good. That does... So, it's very hit and miss here on that. But you won't be doing that again in resale. Yes, love. Of course not, because you would kill me. You would murder me. And I'd like to keep my life. Thank you. Yes, love. Um, but yeah, you would get that in some places in retail too. But the problem is just that in America, because there's so much diversity as far as how people interact, you don't always have environments that work cohesively. Especially when you have people coming in and ruining it. Because, come on, like I've said this many times on stream, like especially when I was working at GameStop and talking about it, like just because you go into a place, don't be a dick. Like, come on. Like the associate that's there is just paid to do a job, man. Now, if they're being a dick to you, that's fine. Like, by all means, you have a right to be a dick back. But don't just walk up and just be an asshole to someone. Like if I walk up and I go, hey, something I can help you find? No? Alright, cool. And then I start to walk away and then you start bashing on me because I fucking took the time to do that. Like, I'm not okay with that. That's my job. My job is literally to ask you that question. And I wasn't following suit on it. I had an older man who yelled at me because I offered the, it's a dude who I knew came in regularly. And so I was like, hey, you should really sign up for this. Like, I know we've talked about it to you before. Like, you're in here often enough, you would totally take advantage of it. If you're still gonna say no, that's fine. But again, like, should look at it. Like, it would save you money at this point, and you're just throwing money away because you don't want to spend it on something different. Like, I get it. And he's like, well, I hear this every time, and da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, you hear it every time because you would have saved money at this point. Like, you don't understand. And I had one guy that I offered it to, and he just blew up. And I was like, you could have just said no. He's like, yeah, well, I hear it every time. I'm like, this is the first time I've ever seen you. So, like, okay. How often are you in here that you hear it that often that it upsets you? Do you come in here every day? If you do, you should buy it. Like, understand not everybody's out to steal your money. And yes, Kodiak is correct. Too many people are in it for themselves. I have so many people that have to go, look, I don't get paid for you to fucking buy it. Like, I don't care. You just have to say no. What, do you just go around everywhere being a tool? And they're like, can't talk to me that way. I'm like, you can leave. I don't have to. I can choose to not take your service. Like, do you want to buy the game? Cool. Just go through the interaction. How hard is that? Do you go to a grocery store and yell at them because they're like, hey, do you want to save money on this thing? No, it's their job. They're paid to do it. Fuck off. I had some kids come in today. They were just being generally unpleasant and talking shit the whole time. I found the most scratchable game of a fake game case. That's funny. I don't want to fight that group again. They can go fuck off. Although I should have 3 people now, right? Yeah. The little victories. Studies prove that if you put a mirror behind the register, people are nicer to talk to the staff because they can see themselves being dicks. No, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that at all. Because then they would see some of the faces and some of the shit that I do when I turn around. That's why. That's tough, actually. There's one that's missing, though. It's Synergist, the Saboteur, no, and Medic, yeah. And then... got that one. Could also do Ravager and Duo Medic if it's getting real dicey. There we go. If I'm really mad at someone, I just walk up and ask them a question and leave with a fart. That's funny. I would never do that. Just not a thing for me. Did you see the 7-Eleven Indian CCTV security? God, no. That sounds like a catastrophe. Oh, I mean, yes. I totally agree with you on that. You're completely correct. Yeah. Well, this is the same comment with, like, people working fast food. Just superiority complex. I'm better than you because you're working this. This is a shithole job. Like, sucks to be you. I never stoop that low. Like, it's a job, man. Fucking come on. Some people can't luck out. I have so many people that are like, I got my job by luck. And I'm like, that must be nice. I have to bust my ass and prove that I can do it. A real tragedy for me. No, I have not seen the CCTV security, Richard. Chemical warfare. Big yikes. Don't want to go too harsh on that though, because as I say, they'll start flaming you. Some shop was being robbed, and a guy from India was talking through the CCTV, telling them that they were on camera. And the police are on their way. It's really funny. That already sounds hilarious. I wonder how they fucking lost their mind. There it is. Oh, that's a weapon. Now this is a knife. Offense. There we go. Actually, is that better? Yeah, it's absolutely. Oh, no, it's worth it. That's absolutely worth it. Which one does lightning? I think he does. We might be able to save money from the new roof. We need to send him the information about what the cost was. He said once it's all done and it's all checked on, if we do that, we can put in for it, and we can see if we can save something. He says it probably won't be a huge amount, but it might be something. He called while you were asleep. He called me. He also said that they're apparently doing a thing right now where if you get earthquake insurance, apparently they're bundling it so that it actually ends up being cheaper than if you don't, which is weird. And then he tried to sell it to me, and I was like, I'll talk to Sarah about that. I can't fart on command. No, I can burp on command, but then I worry about throwing up. So, you have earthquakes in California? We do. They're usually very minor, though. I haven't felt one, but they happen apparently. Burping on command is easy. It is. Again, it's the knowing when to stop on that one when you're doing it for fun, and you're like, oh god. Cool, I guess. Again, I've never noticed it, but I've had people that were like, did you feel that earthquake? And I was like, no. What about tornadoes? No, no, we don't get tornadoes. Thankfully, we're too far west for Tornado Valley. And we don't have to worry too much about the coast because of how the waters all move. All of it's shifting away. Instead. We get lots of lightning storms here in Utah. Yeah, I bet. I bet you do. Oh, Jesus. His is fucking rough. Okay. Our earthquakes usually consist of seeing the pictures hanging slightly crooked. People mentioning we had one. Yeah, that was why I was like, I've never seen it or felt it, but I've had people say that we've had one, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I have no idea. I couldn't tell you what it feels like. Alright, so that one's done. We'll do the Saboteur. In fact, that one's done. Fill that up. Fill me up with your seed, baby! Oh. Alright, I'm tired of this angsty music. Let's do something fun. We're gonna do... Let's do... none of those sound good right now. Oh, that's a good one we haven't played on here. Play Frogger? What are you talking about? You're talking about the song from Frogger? I don't even know what that means. I'm not gonna play Frogger. Nonsense. My boombox high. Blow your mind. Okay, so that one's actually great. We don't want to replace anything on that. She Gucci. Why did it give me a weapon that's worse than the starting weapon? Hello? I'm gonna play Frogger the game. I wanna do that. Goose. Boiled goose. We'll go with that. 100%. We're gonna 100% Frogger? Is that what you're saying? It won't happen. It's not on there. How's it going, Kim? Welcome in. Hopefully you've had a good day. Thank you for joining us. As we listen to fucking Boombox. Let's expand. I don't think this is the way I wanted to go. I think I fucked that up. I did. I have messed up. I have messed up now. Jump it! Jump it! Okay. Gotta go up here, I guess. Yeah, there we go. I don't even know if there's a version of that game that I could play to 100% to get the achievements for it, honestly. So that might be a negatory for no other reason than I just can't. Can you imagine breaking a vape? I can't. I've never had a vape, so I wouldn't... I don't even know what breaking it means. So no, I can't. Can't even imagine what that is. I imagine it'd be like something else, like any other console where when it bricks, where it just stops working. Yeah? Just cuts out. That's all I got on that one. Total disgrace. Yeah, I don't smoke at all, so I have no clue. I've smoked from a pipe before, but that was the limit. That was the extent of it. And I had a... I think the closest thing I had to a vape was a little pin for it. Not an update on the official. Oh no! Oh no. Final Fantasy 13 fights feel like such a chore. They are a chore. What is it to fuck? It's C. It's because it's weak against exclusively abilities. So I have to do. I mean, yeah. Oh god. Go with that. Yeah, I remember why I never finished this game. Yeah, I mean that's the problem, right? It is a chore for sure. We're gonna do that. Everybody heal. Go, 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 go. Okay, great. Yeah, it gets better as it goes. if you go through and farm it, but whoo, buddy, you gotta grind. It's not good. Like, this is just a basic enemy, but this basic enemy has so much defense, and that's base value. Like, I'm doing normal damage to this, and I can't do anything. It's so unfortunate. Like, I could reduce his defense and go from there, but then that's gonna take me longer to burn him down because I don't have. It is definitely a grind. If we don't hit a point where it speeds up, it might not be a game we finish. We might swap to something else. Figure out something else to play. After that, I didn't do anything. Oh, yikes. Vector reset feature was included in the update I was trying to install. Oh, no! So if the update had gone through, you'd have at least been able to do the actual update, but the update bricked it. Oh, that's tragic. Nope. Nah, that ain't me. Yeah, this game very heavily. Oh, it's because I'm a fucking synthesis right now. Never mind. That's why. This game is very heavily based on if you're not taking advantage of weaknesses, you're fucked. And there's sometimes where you just can't. Like none of my characters have lightning, if I'm not mistaken, which means I genuinely can't take advantage of dealing damage to him. Cause let's see. So let's take a look. Abilities. So Saz only has fire and air, water and air, fire, ice, and air. So I can't attack faster. There's nothing I can do. It's just, it's so poorly done on that aspect. Like, that one threw me off. I forgot he says that. Like, again, I recognize how it's meant to be enjoyable once it's all up and running. But, like, fuck, man. Also, where am I going? I don't know where I'm at. What? I have to go way down here? So, okay, so I was going the right way. But it looked like the door closed. Okay, well then. Big yikes. Well, we'll try that again. Watch out! For what? What am I supposed to watch out for? Hello? Oh, it's up here. Cool. The only one that doesn't have like the giant ass marker that says you need to go this way. Alright, so this one should at least be an easier fight, because these people should be... Oh, I haven't done that yet. Technique, Libra. By checks, Max. There we go. So great. Water. A lot of them have that. Well, I say a lot. Everything is weak to lightning, and it's the only thing that I don't have, because I don't have lightning. Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's the only character in this game that gets lightning abilities. Until way later. Which is a real tragedy. Like, I get it, her name's Lightning. Give other characters the ability to not suck ass. That'd be great. Please. No. Go with that. Plus with the constant change in... Holy shit, that was rapid. Okay. Plus with the constant change in paradigms, it really makes it a rough game to go through. It's a very tedious grind for sure. I even commented on it yesterday. I was like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have even made it this far if it wasn't for stream and talking and not actually paying attention to the game. The story's not captivating enough to really suck me into the game, unfortunately. Which is why at this point we've already started skipping. I tried to let it run, and it just doesn't entice me. Maybe because I've seen it before, and so I'm like, yep, I know what's happening. I know what's going on. I know what's about to happen. Great. But also just because none of the characters are that great, actually. They all have their own emotional trauma, so like they're each like falling apart, and the game is a bunch of like schizophrenics not collapsing as they try to stumble through this. It's unfortunate. Like, I don't know. It's one. Yes, yes, Vanille does. It's really tragic. And Saz, I just don't like as a character. Hope is just a whiny bitch. It's just. It's one of the main reasons that like I love Final Fantasy VIII, but I go back and I play Final Fantasy VIII and I'm like, God, I forgot how much I hate Squall as a character. Oh, he's such an emo bitch. Fuck. He's just not good. I feel like the entire cast of this game is unlikable. Snow is the closest thing to a likable character that I could give. But he just gets obsessed. He becomes a obsessive compulsive disorder by a lot. And it's unfortunate. Like, he starts strong with being obsessed, and then it just spirals out of control, and it doesn't ever get better. And it's like, oh. Okay. Alright, well, we got a couple of these songs out there, so we're good. We'll go back to a different... Oh, God. Go with that. There we go. Saz's joke about Chick is the only likable character. Yeah, it's because it can't shit talk you. And it's only being adorable. Compared to every other character in this game, which is just... They're always bad-mouthing each other. Like... Yeah, it's a... It hits a part of me that I look at and go, man, I wouldn't travel with these guys. I just wouldn't. And then it reminds me of what we've talked about with role-playing. And a big rule that a buddy of mine tried to explain to me, which is, look, when you roleplay, you can roleplay whatever you want, but you should still roleplay something that people want to be a part of and participate with. Because even in roleplay, you can kick someone out. And if you're just role-playing an ignorant asshole, why would I want to play with you? I wouldn't interact with you normally. Why would I pretend to interact with you? So it's like... Why would I play a game of a bunch of people that just annoy me? And I'm trying. I'm really trying. Like, I recognize that this game winds up and gets to be a really fun, like, interaction through it. Especially when you compare this to 12. Where 12 just became a macro. It was 12, right? That I'm thinking of? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 12. 12 was Final Fantasy, the macro simulator. Is what that was. And this one, they tried to take advantage of that and go, okay, cool. You can't set full-on macros in this one, but we're going to give you a bunch of different options on how to play these characters so that you can make everything do everything. Enjoy. And it's like, okay, great. Except it makes it super tedious, too. It's the same complaint I had with, I was gonna say Pokemon, and that's 100% incorrect. Paper Mario. The new Paper Mario, Origami King. I loved the story for that. It was very silly, very fun. And the mechanic works fantastic in boss fights. Boy, doing that 5 billion times sucks. And it's similar to this. For the first couple hours, oh, this is fun. This is a delight. This is a treat. And then after hour like 6 and 7, you're like, okay, we need new things. Can we get something new? No, this is the whole game. Oh, I don't think I can. Turn around. This is a great song. I love Ice Nine Kills. Spencer has such a fantastic voice. Especially because they did like an auto sequence, which is weird to me. Why would you give an auto chain, but then not just let me hit an auto button to just let it run? You want me to participate and be a part of it? Got it. That's unfortunate. Real tragic for me. Oh, they're still healers. Well, that's why it's moving so slow now. But yes, the combat for this game is very much a wind-up. Very much a wind-up. And if you can make it there, from what I've heard, it's very, very fun and gratifying. But boy, it's a long way in from what I understand. And the camera is not great. I'm just gonna skip that. Anything I can do to skip those metal characters, I'm good with. Oh, and he's still there? Fuck off. He's not hard, he's just so bulky because nobody has lightning. It's tragic. But yeah, from everything I've seen, this game turns out to be a lot of fun later. It's definitely a second half type of game. Once you get up to the big, ooh, this is where it gets real tense and real crazy. That's where it's like, ooh, okay, now we doing some crazy shit. But until then, it's like, what's happened? Why are we here? Hello? And I think I think what makes it difficult is you don't have a way to adjust early on. The game very much has a, you have to go through and play this orchestrated environment, essentially. Oh, Jesus. All the way up until the very end. Like, again, second half. And then you have full control over, this is how I'm going to build my team, this is how I'm going to orchestrate everything, I have access to everyone now, I can make it through all of this shit, when originally you couldn't. We can build that, actually. Keep working on damage while he gets nerfed. Nerf him to the ground! When is Battlefield 2042 supposed to come out? It's like October, right? Like, I was thinking yesterday, I was like, man, I really want to play a shooter again. But there's no good shooters right now. There's fucking nothing, and it upsets me. I want to play something intense. I want to play something thrilling. Like, I want to get absorbed. I want that adrenaline rush. And these games just, they can be really good and like suck you in, but most of their stories, man, are super cliched. Which is another thing too that I find really unfortunate about a lot of the newer Final Fantasies. A lot of the newer Final Fantasies, their stories are so cliched. So cliched. Like 7 and 8 was fantastic. Even 9. I actually really enjoyed 9 too for its story. 10 is where it started to get a little cliched, I noted. There were some things from that they kind of, like the environment as a whole was really cool and unique at the start, but then the second half kind of The second half ruined the game for me, in my opinion. Especially when they got to the end. I never beat the game, but I heard how it ended, and I was like, I don't want to play it. I don't want to beat it. I don't want to beat it. Because it would just make me angry. It would just make me angry. Okay. So I got her back. I got lightning back, so I can actually go through and do lightning now. I'm not gonna get that. Oh, I did. Hey, look at that. Boost chain. Okay, cool. Now we go through. Stack them up. Okay. Go ahead and burn through what we can here. Let's grind through that. There we go. Ah, probably should have done the spark strike. Yeah. That's fine. We'll get her up there pretty quick. It's not that far in anyways. Medic's already done. So Saboteur. Ravager's not done. Okay. Knock that out real fast. Cool. Alright, all burned. Now let's go through and fucking just ignore them. I don't care. They suck as characters. Hello. I mean, I'll fight you. You're easy. Easy. Although the only person who can do anything is lightning, and I don't think she has lightning yet. So I think she has Ruin as her base magic ability, if I remember correctly. And then I have to get Thunder Strike for the lightning attack. Which is a real travesty. Which is fine. Like I said, it shouldn't take too long to get the lightning strike, and I don't have to worry about it anyways. 31 attacked. No. Yeah, very close. Oh, it's because it's in Ravager. That's right. Commando only has life save. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, Commando only gets Ruin, whereas Ravager gets Thunder and Water. Okay, yeah. So she's good there. That makes sense. Okay. And then with how I've been building her, it'll be better to get the physical attacks anyways that have lightning. Because then it's the physical damage from the strength instead of the straight magic. Plus the lightning damage. So it does full damage and extra because it's weak to it, while getting the benefit of physical damage. Hey. Not too shabby. Oh yeah, the succubi are the ones that need to really drop. Just those dances, man. It's too subversive for me. Can't look away. Just can't. No, it's fine. I did also find it a weird mechanic in this game that you just regain all your health after every fight. It's very odd to me. It makes potions feel redundant to have as many as you can. Like, why would I have 99 potions? If I have fucked up in a fight that bad, we have an issue. Like, I can understand some, but that many? Jeez. Jesus Christ. There we go. Spark Strike. Perfect. That will work better for her anyways. I believe they're both done. No, he is not done. I forgot his Ravager is absurd, because that's his main ability. Done, and Ravager is almost done. Okay. And where are we going? Okay, I imagine I have to kick this down. Yep, there it is. Go ahead and skip that. Again, it's unfortunate that the story hasn't really compelled me to do anything, so it's really just playing the game. Camera, please. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Yeah, the Windows port also a little clunky. I'm sorry, clunkier on the camera, because that camera panning is could be better. We've played worse. We've played worse, but we've also played better. So it's a hard time. Oh, there's not one where they're all 3 Ravagers. I'll need to fix that. I need her to have her boy, I'm hitting that wall hard. Head on. Applied directly to the forehead. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel that exhaustion hitting me like a ton of bricks. That is a travesty. There we go. I need to see if there's... So I do genuinely want to play another shooter, and we kind of talked about this for a minute. I need to look at some of the ones that are out and see what's there. I'd like to play Escape from Tarkov, but it costs like 40 bucks to get into it, and I'm like, no, that's not worth the like 2 years in beta that it's been in. No, I'm good. I don't think that one's come out live yet. And then Warzone's just a broken pile of shit right now, so not even worth it. Apex doesn't play well. I don't enjoy that game in any capacity. And Battlefield doesn't come out until what, October? I think it's October. I don't want... Ugh. I'm gonna get both of them, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Son of a bitch. Alright. See if we can burn through these guys real quick. Siege is fun, but it's very... Like, you gotta have a group for that, in my opinion. I don't enjoy that game as a, let's go solo in this. That game is absolutely alright, cool, let's get 5 people together and just go nuts. I can't think of any other shooters that are out right now. Splitgate was unfortunate. It was such a one-trick pony. The concept was great, but the servers were abysmal. And it just didn't hold up. It was Halo meets Portals, but you never really had to use Portals. And it felt like they literally took the assets and the basis of Halo and just put a portal gun in it. They're like, cool. Oh, yeah, great. Thanks, Bungie, for giving us the base assets. Is what it felt like. Though, to be fair, I can't imagine that that's too difficult to create. Halo, when you break it down, actually not much to it. Which is real unfortunate. Because I had a lot of people who were very excited about the new Halo, especially because they're supposed to be doing a multiplayer, potentially a BR. They haven't. I don't think they've fully announced a BR yet, but they're supposed to be doing a BR. And it just, there's been nothing that they've put out that I've been like, I've gotta get it. They put out information for it, and I was like, boy, this is Halo. It looks the exact same, no different in any capacity. Nothing new. Oh boy. Which then brings to question, why did you push it back so far? You telling me the original one looked worse than this? Oh. Susceptible to deprotect. Okay. So I want to go through and buff us so we can go through and smash them. We're gonna raise lightning's physical. Okay. They're good on that. We're gonna do diversity. Steam clean. Oh boy. Oh, that healed him. Oh, that's a tragedy. Okay. Holy shit, okay. I forgot to make that fucking paradigm again. So I can't make one in here. No, I can't. Fuck. I don't know why I did that. I need, well, I guess to be fair, I don't. I was gonna say I need lightning to be Ravager, but I don't have a method. Oh wait, I have it set to bully. Come on now, this is why I wasn't doing anything. There we go. Christ. Also the big problem with how it's structured. Like it makes it a little rough to keep up with what the fuck's going on. Oh, well, I guess it just wiped the board and reset it. Okay. Go back to bully, get everything set up on them, and then we'll continue on. Bravery, get everybody buffed up. And support going with the Neil. Great. There's diversity. Maybe we can have that set up, and we can push through. Fantastic. Fantastique. But yeah, if you guys have any other shooters that I can look at, let me know. Be happy to try them. As long as it's not a bunch of cheaters, then we're great. I really want one, man. Really want one. That's why I've been going through and getting that kick out of platinuming games. Another, I wouldn't even call it as much of an adrenaline rush, but it's like a completionist attitude where you get done with it and you're like, yes, I did it. Oh, I felt good about that. Felt good. Well, not all of them. Boyfriend Dungeon wasn't a good one. I got done with that and I went, alright. And 12 minutes. I got done with that and went, I gotta shower. Gotta shower. I guess it's not. Oh, I guess it's not a great replacement. That's unfortunate. Man, talking it out like that really sucks. Because as I talk it out, I go, "No, you're being dumb. That's not how that works." It's like, oh, I am dumb. Well, I mean, I guess I might as well keep that going. Yep. Perfect. Well, nothing. This is all what we need. Bully him. It's unfortunate that usually when it staggers, it messes with some of the buffs. Also, just because it's a boss, it takes so long to stagger that a lot of times debuffs are gone by the time you can even get him to a stagger. But it's fine. The sheer damage output when they're staggered is amazing. Amazing. Which is how the game is built. It's built to stagger as quickly as possible. Oh, that's gonna be a yikes. Alright, there we go. This might be the last night we do Final Fantasy 13. Again, enjoyable because of the conversations, but when you're playing a game, you don't enjoy the game itself, but the conversation that's revolving around the game, it's not a great game. It's not a great time. You know? Okay, so now I should be able to swap back with her. Unless he recognizes that I'm about to do that and try to do Wrecking Ball again. Oof, yeah, I'm face planting against that wall. That exhaustion wall. Fuck me, man. Also, if it wasn't obvious, we will definitely be calling it at midnight without hesitation. Looking at your phone too much? Yeah, I'm working on... I said this at the beginning of the stream. Working on a phone game at the same time, too. I'm multitasking here. Still talking while I do it. Medic roll for lightning and commando for Sauce. Sauce, please don't go commando. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. Upgrading equipment. You can upgrade weapons and accessories at save stations using your Omni Kit and the various components you collect on your journey. Okay. Actually, that's perfect. It should help out quite a bit with doing extra damage, which, as of up until this point, we've been having an issue staggering properly. Where's the save point? Is it up ahead? It's gotta be up ahead. Yeah, through the door that didn't look like a door, but okay. No, it's fine. Yeah, the biggest problem with this game is definitely some enemies, because they have no weakness. The stagger, and to get to the stagger is just a grind. Just a grind. Beautiful game though, as Sarah commented on earlier in the stream. Definitely gorgeous. They did a great job on making the graphics look nice. Everything plays and runs pretty smooth, so like can't complain on that one. Just boy, I wish they'd diverted a little bit of their team to the story. They could have swapped those teams around a little bit and been okay. Upgrade. Oh, did I just get the... Okay, hold on. Can you give it to me? Give it to me. Put the cookie down. Okay. Nope, I don't care about optimizing. I mean, technically I can swap back and forth on that now because he's got the commando. And I believe this one's going to be magic based. It is. Fuck. That makes it tough. Oh, no, absolutely. No, it does not. It's a 2-point buff for a 10-point drop in strength. That's not worth it. No. Absolutely not. That 2 points will not make it or break it. I know that that's a buff. Those are good. So no, we're good. Let's level abilities, upgrade some of the weapons, and then we can keep rolling through the story. Might actually call it an early night. We're already hitting... Yeah, I'll call it an early night. I'll call it at 11. That'll put us at 3 hours. Like I said, unfortunately, I am exhausted from last night, and I am hitting that wall hard. I think I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep for the last 2 days. Wasn't good. we had to be up today, and they were like, all right, we have to send someone to go get a signature for you and all this and that, and we're like, okay, cool, we got to make sure we're up for that. The dude came by to have us sign a paper that said you don't want physical paperwork, right? And we're like, yeah, this was the thing you had to come out here for? I stayed up for this? Fucking what? What you saying? Okay, we're gonna buff her. Oh god, and use Okay, so that's what we do with all this extra shit. Okay, what do we have? So we'll go through... Okay. Strange Fluid, Jesus, does nothing. Wicked Fang does quite a bit. Oof. Okay. That's not great, but okay. I mean, we gotta roll what we gotta roll. I do remember this being another issue with the game that kind of turned me off from it. The sheer grind for materials is a big yikes. A big yikes. Because that's not a lot of points, and tier 1 was 420 points. 420. And the items that they provided me were 27. Man, they don't always drop. It's a yikes. Okay, so oh boy. It's a lot of people for not a lot of us. I guess double dose. Cause boy, that oh, I mean, why would you do that? I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna toss it. Yeah, okay. And then we'll do slash and burn. We go do this. Go do it like this. Perfect. And I do enough damage that they can't heal through it. Sucks to suck. Should be a burn, right? Yeah. Get that heal out. Perfect. And then back to what we were doing. Knock that out. And we good. Oh, God. I felt fine at the beginning of the stream, but I guess that's just, like I said, exhaustion hitting. And I know it's bad because I'm talking about it a lot. But I'm like, yeah, this is a problem. So yeah, we'll give it 10 minutes. So whatever the next save is. And we will call it a night. Because boy, I'm on fumes. To be fair, I guess I don't really care even if we get to another save point or not. If I play this game, this will probably be a game that I go through and beat off stream as a achievement game for no other reason than I have nothing else to do sometimes. And I say that, but it's because I have 3 monitors on, and I'm usually always doing something on multiple of them. So, like, I'll be paying bills and playing a game at the same time. It's just how I operate. So, that is probably how I will interact with this game. Is as a cool, I'm doing something else as the primary. I need my secondary. I need something to work on. Give me something to look at. Please and thank you. There we go. Well, did not get it in time. Nothing I can do there. Phoenix down. Come here. And back to slash and burn. Let's go ahead and crash that party real fast. Hold on. Thanks. And then one dude we can burn real quick. Not even a problem with one dude. think I'll need to make sure to drink and ensure before I lay down. Like, my stomach is upset, but I can't tell if it's upset because I just haven't eaten that much today, or if it's still just like the residual of what's left over just messing with me. Probably both. Probably both. Oh, what is this? Here we go. It's not bad. So yeah, I guess after tonight we'll figure out another game to play. Anybody have any suggestions of what they would like to see? Because frankly, I'm running into I don't know what to play, because not every game is like a good stream game. Some games are genuinely just oof. I was thinking when we get into October doing like Dead by Daylight or something, or like we even talked about Friday the 13th, like just doing something horror themed that's not super fucking scary for a large chunk of it. Because it doesn't matter what they do to Call of Duty during that time. If they put in the jump scares again, I just won't. I just won't. I still have clips from last year's jump scare event, and I fucking hate it. Not my thing. These are no bueno to me. Rolling from hell, rolling from grace. I don't know what else to play though. I could really pick up on Doom, but again, that's another really long burn. If you play it not to speedrun it, it's a very long burn. I was thinking maybe because there's a couple of games that are up there that I've been wanting to sit down with and like go through. But I haven't like sat down with them and figured out if I want to genuinely play them or not. Oh yeah, you're gonna give me something that's too big to go straight? Alright, cool. Oh boy. And this is how you know it's meant for PC, when that's my movement. Ugh. Let me get it back. Ah, there we go. I guess for fair, when you don't read it, it's a little hard to tell what the fuck's going on. That's Mobby. Can you go straight or something, dude? That'd be dope. Oh man, this does not. Oh no, that did not handle well on PC at all. That camera turn and the fucking very, very brutal sharp turns are not great. Not great. Oh, I guess to be fair, I could just run him over. Pew! And we'll skip that. Wonder how far we're gonna get just blasting through this. Unfortunately, I know we're not that far in the game, but I also know that the chapters for this game are incredibly short. Very short. I think we're on chapter like 4 or 5 already. Which is weird. Hope we find another one of those. Oh, get it? Because her name's Hope. It's because he thinks everything's just a tragedy. Yeah, we're already in chapter 4. And to be fair, most of the 6 hours really wasn't even gameplay. It was cutscenes. That we have put in a decent amount of time into it. I think that's why at this point I can happily go, alright, cool. Yeah, now we're done with this. Kind of like I'd like to go back and finish up Yakuza, but I really need to sit down with it and do the farming part. It's just unfortunate because it's so much farming to knock everything out in a decent time. That it makes it tough for me to take that much time to do it. I'd rather find a new game that I can play and enjoy on stream than just bash my head against a wall and do it. It's just, It's the problem with games like that. I love it and hate it at the same time. Like, I enjoy a little bit of farming. I hate when it's a, like, you're gonna be here for a while type of farm. Oh yeah, this is a... There we go. Interesting. Interesting choice. What a hard pan. Are there 3 enemies here? There are 3 enemies. What's the little guy? I bet it's a bomb, isn't it? Targeting beacon. Well, even he's blowing it up. Wait. I wonder if it's that. I wonder if it's him that put that out there. Interesting. Oh, someone's definitely putting it out there. Oh boy. Go ahead and let's get that heal going. Thank you. And now we go back to the burn. No, they got the other guy out of the way. Got him out of here. So this will be the last fight. I'm pretty sure we have an item to pick up on this side, and then it will turn into... It'll have us go back, and there was a save point there, if I recall right. If not, I'll travel slightly further back and grab that save point, since all of them are connected. Oh, that is all the energy that I have in me. I'm literally at risk of falling asleep here. And even then, I'm really pushing myself to get through this. I didn't think it was going to be so aggressive on that. I thought that I'd at least rested a little bit more. But I mean, I guess when your body is attempting to rest, but your mind is on fire, it doesn't work that way. It's a little tragic. So I apologize, guys. The stream, I know, was not exactly amazing. Definitely my worst performance in a minute. And I apologize for that. Okay. Yep, there it is. But yes, while we go and do this, I might as well just go ahead and... There we go. There's the save. Did I miss a item back there? Or was this the correct way and I just didn't recognize it? I don't know. Okay. In which case, we are all done for tonight. Turn those off. So that is going to be it. I apologize for calling it early. I do thank everybody who came in, chill with me, kill with me, everything in between. I appreciate all of y'all for bearing with me even on this day where, oof, I did not, I don't feel happy about the performance that I did. The energy that I put out definitely wasn't what it needed to be, and I apologize once again. So I'm going to go rest. I'm going to go get some time to hopefully let my body catch up. And we'll pick back up tomorrow, 8 p.m. Pacific time, just like normal. We'll kick it off. I'm going to find something different to play. This game is entertaining, but it's starting to hit that point where now it's starting to get a lull, and it's not exactly something that's great to keep running with. So, once again, thank you guys. I appreciate all of y'all for coming in. We'll be back on tomorrow. And until then, stay safe. Have a good rest of your night. Peace.